Hello guys again, welcome back. I guess I didn't want to leave. I don't want to leave without kind of making a bit of in-depth analysis of my current character. Well, this character. This character is energy shield based, as I mentioned on the video yesterday, but it is also going to be electricity based. When I say it is electricity, I mean more shock because or lightning because it is lightning and you deal shock. You are able to deal shock with lightning, reducing the defenses of the enemy and making them more vulnerable to other attacks, be them physical or elemental. You don't lower the resistances, you just lower the amount to be needed to do damage by a certain percent. I believe it's 20%, the normal. But energy shield is because, also I should probably explain this. The energy shield thing is because you are able to not care about chaos damage, for as stated here. Maximum life becomes 1, immune to chaos damage. And chaos damage is related to poison and generic chaos damage that comes, for example, from Caustic Cloud or skills like Blight or any other chaos based skill. It doesn't make you immune to damage over time effects, for example, uh, being burned or bleeding. You still get those, but it is a bit of less of a risk unless you are like no defenses like I am. Then it's like please no. Anyway, you have to do that to come in and show you. This is my current skill tree. I know this is a bit of a beast, so the first time you encounter it is quite overwhelming. You're like, oh, what the heck? You start over here, it's like, oh my god, what do I have to do? And then you zoom out and it's like, oh my wow, what the heck is this? But it gets easier to get around it. And as I stated, this is my current skill tree. I went full energy shield, as you can see here. I have energy shield nodes, this more energy shield and arcane focus. I wanted this for the range, for lightning trendles and shock nova, and it also helps storm cold. So I will be also grabbing this area of effect, and hopefully later on in the game we'll also be grabbing this area of effect. Right now my focus is get down over here, grab this less reduced mana reservation, which makes me allows me to have a bit more auras. And this one first because we need to be able to regenerate our energy shield faster, for which I have an item that also helps with that. I have 5 of them actually. These jewels, 20% increase 20% faster start of energy shield recharge. But it also means that I take more damage while on full energy shield. But with 5 of these I will always be on full energy shield. and taking 50% more damage, which seems a bit counterintuitive, but it should be alright if I can shock monsters quite quickly. Another thing to note is the more area effect I have, the greater my effect. For example, right now I think it's my first ring is around this big, so this distance. The distance of her facing the wall, all the way to the wall, is the first ring. I know. I hope that you can see it clearly. If I just spam, if I spam the skill, and you can see a bit less clearly the second ring, which is around this area for both walls. So this is my effective area of attack, but where I mostly deal damage is this area between the two walls. Wait, there you go. Perfect. The light that is between the two walls, like the one that continues the structure, more like the line that joins the structures together, is my most damaging area. I don't know if increasing my area of effect makes that bigger or just makes it further away, but also making it further away means that I can also be more effective with this one. It's not showing quite properly. My effective area of effect for this skill is around that distance over the wall. Yep. Let me see. Come down over here. You can see the little dots forming. It's 180 degrees. I mean, of course you don't deal damage that much. I mean, where the spots hit is where you are dealing damage to, but the cool thing about it is you deal damage in that area mostly all the time, as long as you're channeling it. As long as you have energy to utilize the skill, you can use that skill, and by doing so you're able to deal damage more consistently. Unless I get stunned, of course, in which case it resets and I have to start doing it again. And finally, my third skill, well actually my third skill would be the teleporting skill. You can teleport around. It gains reduced duration as it levels up, so that means you teleport faster. Also, the closer you are want to teleport, the less time you have to wait. For example, I want to teleport to the other side of the screen. I have to wait. There's a duration. And then after that duration, I can, for example, just put it down here and move around and then bam. Monsters are sniping. For example, monsters are attacking me over here. I want to get away. Then I come back behind them and start attacking. And the final one for ranged bosses or ranged enemies is Stone Cold, a well-known skill that deals quite a lot of damage. The faster your cast is, the more damage it can deal. So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4 right now is to my limit. But with more casting speed, I can do, I think, around 6 or 7 or even 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I can show you on another video a bit of an advanced one, similar to this one. But anyway, this is it for today. It's just kind of a bit of in-depth analysis for this chapter.